We're about to transform this garage from this to this. Make sure you like and subscribe. Now let's get into the video. To get this renovation started, we wanted to clear out everything from the garage. We wanted to start with a clean slate, that way we knew exactly what we were working with. Once we cleared everything out, we needed to remove the peel and stick flooring that the previous owner had installed. We found that the best method for this was using the 10-inch floor scraper. Some tiles were harder to pull up than others, but overall it was a pretty easy task. Next, Cindy patched all of the holes in the garage using drywall tape and pre-mixed all-purpose mud. We also cleaned all of the walls for any debris, making sure we were ready to paint. Once all of the holes were patched, we started painting. To paint, I'm using my airless spray gun. If you don't have one of these, you can always use a paintbrush and rollers. I prefer using the spray gun because it leaves a professional look and it saves a ton of time. It only took me about 30 minutes to paint the entire garage. If you're interested in any of the tools that I'm using, I'll be leaving links down in the description line below. We ended up switching to the iPhone because it got way too foggy and the camera stopped picking up all of the images. If you are painting in a non-ventilated area, I would recommend wearing a respirator and safety glasses. Something we noticed when painting is try using the gun in only one direction. We found that starting from the ground and working your way up helped a lot with all of the overspray. Next, we prep the ground for the garage paint. I would recommend sweeping and mopping before you get started. This will allow for a proper bond for the concrete to the paint. To paint, Cindy used a roller with a long handle, starting from the front and working her way to the back. This is so that she doesn't walk over any wet paint. We did 2 coats to our garage floor, but you can do more if necessary. An important step that you do not want to skip is allowing the paint to dry for 72 hours. After you've applied your last coat, the surface may feel dry and you'll be able to walk on it, but placing heavy objects on it before the 72-hour window will not allow the paint to properly bond and it will scratch very easily. Next, I'm cutting the wood boards for the accent wall. Now that we got the boards cut, what I'm going to be doing is creating an accent wall here to hold up the mirror for the squat rack. To find all the studs for the boards that I'm going to be laying, what I'm going to be using is a stud finder, and then I'm going to go ahead and mark it off with blue painter's tape. To make sure all your boards are straight when you're laying your accent wall, make sure you have a level. For this, I just have a tiny level that I'm using that I'll be going across with. Once you've got your first board level, you should be able to gauge the rest of them based off of the first one. Still check periodically with your level just to make sure that everything's straight, but you should be in good hands. To add extra support, I'm going to go ahead and add these screws in on the lip of it. You won't be able to see these, but it's just going to add that extra support when we hang up the mirror. Now that we've reached the point where our stud meets our wood, I'm going to go ahead and place screws all along the stud line to create that extra support. The mirror will be covering this anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. Even though the brackets were spring-loaded and easily adjustable, we found it very difficult to install this mirror. It took us about 4 to 6 attempts to properly get this thing set in, with multiple minor adjustments. And a little over out of the top. Pass it out. Oh, jeez. Now it's gonna be all crooked.
Yeah.
Next, I'm gonna be installing these Gobi lights. Link in the description down below. Installing these Gobi lights is super easy. They have these peel and stick adhesive that makes it super easy to attach it to any surface. Thanks for staying till the end of the video. Make sure you like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. We're completely renovating this entire house, so to stay tuned, make sure you hit that notification bell. Now let's look at the before and after.
We gonna